Oh my goodness, guys, we are now officially just a few days away from the NBA 2K25 MyTeam reveal, and I need you right now to like the video if you want this to be the best MyTeam ever, and don't risk it, okay? Because we desperately need this to be the best MyTeam of all time. And let me know down below in the comments, what are some things that you want to see in NBA 2K25? Because whoever can predict the most answers, for example, the auction house or the player market, the Season 1 Level 40 reward, and the highest tier of cards available day 1, whoever can predict the most, I will buy you the first season Pro Pass. And so all you have to do is just comment, like the video, and subscribe. And let's get right into it, because we got to talk about everything that we know, what to expect, and what I want to see as well. Now you can see we're just a few days away, right? It's from the MyTeam reveal. It's going to be week of August 19th, so just a few days away. They already revealed the W. They revealed my NBA, my career, my player, pro play. So what's next? MyTeam, yes sir! Now 2K25 will officially launches September 6th, but you can actually play it early September 4 if you do end up getting the early tip off. Basically, you pre-order the game, and then once you do that, you can play it a couple days earlier. So keep that in mind. And then of course Season 1 is coming up to the city, but MyTeam, that's really where it's at. And now I really wish I could say that I'm super excited. Obviously there's definitely some hype behind, you know, a new 2K, but I'm very scared because, you know, last year they basically lied to our faces, and they kept lying, and then they lied some more. So you guys can see this was actually the courtside reports, you know, last year, where they ended up revealing the new player markets. In my opinion, I think the player market in the beginning was actually, like, it was something that was useful, right? Like, you could go into the player market and you could literally just pick up any player that you wanted. You know, if you wanted to pick up, let's say, for example, one of the best sets that they ended up releasing was actually, let's see if I can find it, because it's been a minute, you know what I mean? It was actually before this one. It was all the way at the bottom. Oh my goodness, we're going, there we go. There it is. It was actually this set. Oh my goodness, the seismic sets. And so these were the best players. If you wanted Porzingis, you could literally just buy him in the player markets. If you wanted Paul George, you could literally just buy him in the player markets. And people were not opening packs, and 2K saw that. So that's why they ended up going the whole route of gambling only. Up until this point, when 2K was doing, you know, these players in the player markets, I was spending about a third of what I usually spend on my team. And 2K definitely saw that with every single person that was playing my team. And then we ended up, you know, basically in a casino, basically, you know what I mean? Even though that's a little disrespectful towards casinos, because in casinos you can actually earn money and walk away with a W. In my team, you know, that's most likely not gonna happen, you know what I mean? And so you can see, this is really when it started. You could still buy the pink diamonds, but then after this, you know, the opals, the 100 overall players, the dark matters, you know, invincibles, everything after that, it was only through packs. And so the player market initially, like, they actually kept their word. You could buy every player in the player market. And so at first it was looking like a big, you know, potentially game-changing type of thing, right? Where people were like, okay, we can actually just buy the players without opening packs. But 2K lost a lot of money, and then they stopped. You know, they got rid of basically the player market around All-Star Weekend. That's really when the player market died. And for those that have been watching the channel for a while, then you know that I used to snipe like crazy. I was known as the snipe god back in the day with Sniper Story. If you remember Sniper Story, comment right now, hashtag I remember. Because that's when I used to snipe like crazy. 2K really stopped me from doing certain content these last couple years because it was just crazy, right? Especially this year specifically. So I'm hoping for 2K25 that I'm able to bring back some of the videos that I used to do, because I definitely do miss the auction house. You know, going after limited Kobe Bryant's, limited Michael Jordan, limited LeBron James, you know, sniping Galaxy Opals for 500 MT. That's like sniping a GOATS card for 500 MT. Like, I miss the auction house, and a lot of people do. And this is why I feel like the auction house is coming back. I think 2K just kind of used this year as just an experiment, just to see if they could control the market. But then we know how that turned out, right? And so in my opinion, with the player market being a disaster, I think the auction house is coming back. It kind of reminds me of, you know, the trophy case that we had in 2K23, where like the idea was there. You know, if 2K would have properly executed it, I think it would have been great. But they kind of got rid of the trophy case. Like, the trophy case was a thing of the past now. They did not bring that back. And I think it's going to be the same thing with the player market. You know, they experimented with it. They tried it out for a year. It didn't work out. And so I think it definitely, you know, it's gonna be gone. Hopefully, you know, fingers crossed. I'm really hoping that the auction house just comes back at this point. You know, I'm hoping they get rid of unsellable stuff. Like, that really has to go. Like, I am so over unsellable items. Like, they got to get rid of that for 2K25. Obviously, we're still going to have seasons. We're going to be going into Season 1 for 2K25. And I have my predictions for, you know, season rewards as well. And then, of course, the Series 1, we're going to have the current Steph Curry, LeBron James, Bronny James as well. Speaking of Bronny James, we got to talk about him too. They actually ended up revealing, you know, some of the rookies, the top rookies at least. You got, for example, Zach up in here. Sorry, you got all these top rookies. Zach is a 72 overall. And I was actually looking for Bronny James. I was like, where is Bronny? You know, where's my boy? The king's son, the prince that was promised. And right here, Bronny James. They gave him a 68, which in my opinion, that's a little high, no? I thought it was gonna be lower, but almost a 70. So he'll definitely be available in my team day one, you know, in the auction house, hopefully. Not the player market, but obviously it could come back. You know, this and that. Kobe, the collector level. You guys remember when we were so excited that Kobe was the collector level? And then, yeah, and then he wasn't. Literally the day before he was redeemable or was supposed to be redeemable. You remember that lie? So yeah, this is what I mean. This is why it's so hard to get excited for my team, because it's like, they lied, you know? Like, are they going to reveal Kobe again for the collector level and then get rid of him, you know, halfway through 2K25? They might do it, you know? I wouldn't be surprised if they do it. You know, they ended up updating this back in April. You know, just, I was so excited when I saw this. This is why I just can't get too excited, because... you know, they lied before, but this is the year that they really lied to our faces. I do feel like Kobe will be the level 1, you know, not the level 1, the season 1 level 40 reward. I know that sounds crazy. I know it does, but listen, Kobe was the cover, then Kyrie, you know, was the reward, right? 2K25 Tatum is the cover. You know, I think Kobe will be the reward. I know that's a little, you know, I don't think it'll happen, but I think it will at the same time. I think 2K could potentially do it. I do wonder exactly what the highest tier is going to be, just because, you know, I do feel like Kobe could potentially be the level 40 reward for season 1. That would just be amazing in my opinion. People have been making some beautiful cards for 2K25 already. Knowing 2K though, it looks like they'll probably do the pink diamond or diamond, you know, diamond thing, because we already have the amethyst Derrick Rose that got revealed, you know, previously in the previous season. So we know for sure that we're getting amethyst day 1. So I think it'll be diamond or pink diamonds as like the highest tier. And I do feel like Kobe could potentially be the first season reward, just because they completely didn't give us a Kobe after, you know, the Galaxy Oval one this year. And I think this would be a good way for 2K to be like, hey, Kobe's still here. You know, last year, obviously, it happened, blah, 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 blah. Even though they'll probably just say, you know, they'll probably say nothing about it at the end of the day. Even though we know Kobe is just not available in my team anymore. At least not a high tier card, right? And so I do feel like Kobe will be the level 40 reward for season 1. I just think it makes sense. And I would love to, you know, get him. That would be amazing. You know, I'm assuming they'll probably have like a LeBron James pack. You know, maybe a Luka, maybe a Steph Curry. They did start, what, 2K23 with Steph Curry, I believe. And then 2K24, they started with like the 2K day packs. I think they also started with that Shaq collection as well. So there was a lot of things that 2K ended up revealing, right? And then, of course, you know, when it comes to other stuff they'll be revealing, they did mention that we are getting a new game mode. You can actually see right here. So it's basically going to be a head-to-head online type of thing. I do wonder if it's going to be exactly like the championship ring that they announced last year in the courtside report. As you know, right here, see if I can find it again. Bam. So they revealed this, right? Championship weekend rings and unlimited. And knowing 2K, it's most likely just gonna be, you know, something like that, right? Where they have the same thing, but they word it differently, different rewards. Even though they do say weekly, so it's not weekend, it's weekly. So I do wonder exactly what 2K is going to be doing with that specifically, but it most likely will be like unlimited type of thing. They did mention, of course, some other stuff about 2K25, like the trendsetter rewards. You know, they're bringing back certain things. Like this right here, I do like that they're bringing it back because everybody gets a free 15,000 VC. They end up getting a trendsetter green animation, a 2-hour 2XP coin, and then, of course, the cosmetic set and a Ruby Jason Tatum MyTeam card for your collection. So I do like that 2K is bringing back certain things like that. But, you know, there's other things that 2K can always, you know, build upon. Even though knowing them, they'll most likely word the courtside report exactly how they worded it. You know, the player market, where they made it seem like they were doing us a favor, right? They were like, hey, due to community feedback, you know, we're implementing the player market to make cards accessible. You know, the purpose of the player market is to make these cards accessible and straightforward. That was the biggest joke of the year. Oh my goodness. And that's saying something, because there's a lot of stuff, right? And so, you know, community feedback is in action. They'll probably word it exactly like that for 2K25. That's why I'm trying not to get too excited. But obviously, when they need 2K around the corner, there's definitely some hype around it. And I'm just hoping that 2K delivers, because I think 2K25 MyTeam is definitely going to be a big year for a lot of people, not just 2K. And so you guys got to let me know what you want to see. I just wanted to talk about some stuff that I'm expecting. And if you want to see more, check out the No Money Spent series, check out the God Squad. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.